looks more promising. Call the Village of Bondwell Village Board meeting to order on Wednesday, May 10th, 2023 at 6 p.m. Pledge of allegiance and silent meditation.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Statement regarding the meeting notice. The agenda for the meeting was sent to the Shawnee Leader and Results Broadcast. Copies of the agenda were also posted at the Village Hall, Bondwell State Bank, and Bondwell Library. Can have approval of the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda and deviate as necessary.
I'll second it.
Motion by Kelly, second by Hockenstein, to approve the agenda and deviate as necessary. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Can I have approval of the April 12th, 2023 minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from Wednesday, April 12th, 2023.
I'll second it.
Motion by Kelly, second by Zuliger, to approve the minutes from the April 12th, 2023 meeting. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Communication or open acknowledgement of citizens and open forum. We have Grant Stashik here, Tammy Kroll, Allison Schultz, and Ashley Lehocky. Communications, petitions, and correspondence. Nothing. Committee and department reports. CIP Head of Committee, T. Hottenstein.
We met, but we still have nothing to bring to the board yet. We're still working on a lot of things, and we'll meet again, June 5th at 5:30.
Committee of the whole is on file. There are items coming to the board. Police Department, Chief Ed Kraus.
Your report is on file for you.
Fire Department report is on file. EMS report, Rodney Hoppy is on file. Clerk, Treasurer report, Michelle Marashik.
The report is on file. If there's anything really in there, if you guys need to pretty much read what's in there. I will be on vacation next week, the 17th through the 22nd. So Jen will be in charge.
Municipal Operations Department report, Jesse Rankin.
Report's on file. I just would like to bring up the first thing there. The tractor we got back, the day we got it back, it quit working again. So we'll talk about that, when we get to it, but what it is, it was an electronic thing, not the actual transmission. They fixed the transmission, which is $17,000, not the $14,000 that was estimated. We did the spring cleanup or the volunteer day today with the high school, did some cleanup. Infiltration, TVing. So our numbers were about 3 years ago. You remember we did some TVing, shored up a lot of things, cut our pumping down way down by like 2/3. Well, now it's way back up again. So we did some TVing this week, actually yesterday, and we found some huge infiltration. So once we get to report back, we're going to be fixing those items. I mean, we've got probably 300,000 gallons of water coming in from one resident. And it's not a resident, but it's a resident's lateral pouring water into our system that we pay for to pump the shop. So the good thing is that there's low amounts of suspended solids and BOD in there because it's all water. The bad news is it's volume wise, we're paying a lot of money for it. So we found that. And then just to add a couple things, we got our jetter trailer working like a champ. Been delivered, tested it out on our little 4-inch sewer siphon underneath the Shag Creek, everything working great. The reason we did that is because we also got the Shag Creek sewer siphon, that single barrel siphon that goes under that creek. We agreed to reline it. We just got that reline now week and a half ago. So everything's going great over there, which makes me happy. Don't have to worry about anything happening with last wind trout stream. Valve turning and hydrant flushing has gone on this week. We borrowed some equipment from Wisconsin Rural Waterway Association, which I just found out we can borrow equipment for free. So that worked out good, which eliminated a lot of, I don't know if you ever seen the guys walking in circles around valves. Well, now we can borrow an automatic valve turning machine. So they just have to hook it up. Makes their life a lot easier and they can be a little bit more proficient at it, take a lot less time. Other than that, everything else on the report.
Is that excessive runoff you're talking about on North Second Street?
No.
No. It's the house I'm talking about is Richard Grunwald's house. I know he's not alive right now, but the house is still in his name. The person that lives there uses approximately 1,000 gallons of water a month. But we just televised that and went to their lateral. So we drive a little camera down there, whatever. And it's a 4-inch line that is solid stream water just going into our sewer system. What that is the groundwater table so high right now, and their basement isn't, we'll say, the best. So they have standing water in their basement from groundwater. So all that comes in, and back when that house was built, was connected to the sanitary sewer. So all that is getting put into our sanitary sewer, and we're paying to pump it all to Shawano and get it treated. So, and we find things throughout the year when we do this. So we do 5% of the year, 5% of the village a year. So every 20 years, we televise every sewer line in the village. And as we find them, we fix them. And then we had a good handle on it. Like 2 years ago, our numbers were down to like 60 to 70,000 gallons a day pumping the Shawano. But now with the springtime, we're up around 400,000. So, but that's just water infiltration. We are not this isn't like we are the worst in the world and everything. Every sewer system's like this. And you got to continue. That's why we televise it to find these things, to shore up things. And then we'll fix them and then we'll wait. And then the next couple of years, we'll probably find a couple more. So it's a rotational basis. We'll get it fixed. We identified the problem and we're moving forward.
Board reports, no zoning board. Library, Allison Schultz.
You were happy when I was. And I just typed up a little report on what's going on. We have a countywide program calendar, what's going on in May. But then in June, the summer reading program starts, and there will be a lot going on. And come back to being the branch managers. We got, the new items that we have are Wi-Fi hotspots and local Chromebooks. And they expanded our Wi-Fi outside the building. I'm not sure exactly how far it reaches, but supposedly it's farther than it used to be. The Summer Library Reading Program goes June 1st to August 5th. And I've had a weekly craft on the front table at the library since last summer because it was very popular last summer. It's been really good. And for the month of April, the people counter was 622. I mean, yes, that includes me going in and out. But that's higher than normal, and that's good.
That's
We're
great.
trying to get more feet in the door.
Yep.
So anytime you have ideas for something you want to go on at the library, let me know. And we do find new residents often stop in the libraries to ask where things are, and everybody asks where they can fax. And we tell them the bag can go. I used to tell them this. I'm like, I know, but you can't fax it. So thank you.
Thank you.
I do appreciate your visibility. And I appreciate plowing and the lights, everything that's going in the paint. We really like it.
Garden Commission, there was none.
One on Monday.
Fire Commission is on file. Miscellaneous reports. New business, K1. Discussion and presentation for Town Council Law and Litigation LLC Attorney Services. Ashley Lehigh.
I'm here to reintroduce myself. I'm seeing only familiar faces. I'm gonna have to do this before. The rest of you can do out. Thank you for your interest in working with our firm. I'm looking forward to it. What I like to do when I have a new client is I'm in a meeting, I'm not billing for this time tonight. Just hopeful for me to get a sense of how you interact, how your meetings are run. But as things go on, I'm looking forward to working with you and staying to move on to that. Happy to answer questions you have.
Thank you.
Well, I'll hang out until you tell me to leave.
They'll be here most of the night.
That means I don't have to do bedtime at home. I'm comfortable making myself comfortable.
Any other questions for her? K2, discussion and possible action on resolution 2023-07, upgrading the village municipal fee schedule.
And this came from the committee of the whole. There's two copies in there, the one in the red showing the changes that we made from the committee of the whole, with the changes to the copies and digital files, police reports, and the police video, for requests for miscellaneous services and the new costs associated with it. And then the new version of it. And so we passed this by resolution. I would, the resolution is on the front there.
I'd like to introduce resolution 2023-07.
I'll second it.
Resolution 2023-07 has been introduced by Kelly, second by Hontenstein. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Court,
Here.
Zuliger. Aye. Page.
Yep.
Ottenstein.
Yep.
Page. Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Kelly,
Yep.
oh, it's a night. Stashik.
Yep.
Game.
Yep.
Oh, that's wrong.
Resolution 2023-07 has passed. Discussion and possible action on resolution 2023-08, approving repairs on John Deere tractor loader.
This was for, well, obviously our one piece of equipment. The transmission, he sent the wear plates. Long story short is we need a new transmission. So we had, a new transmission and some other things that were wrong with it while we had it in the shop. That's our only piece of equipment we have. So like pushing up the brush pile, the compost pile, filling in roadways, leveling off alleyways. I mean, everything is dependent upon our tractors. Even picking up the, speed board for the police department. I mean, that thing's heavy. We use that for that too, putting in signs. I mean, we use it for everything. It's our one piece of equipment we got. So the grand total, is, I haven't gotten a bill or anything yet, but it's around $17,000. I know last week at the committee of the whole discussed of possibly sharing it with the water and sewer, but the majority of it, 98% of it is used for, general funds. It's not used for water, sewer. We have water sewer problems, we either contract it out to Grunwald or to another company, so we don't use it per se for anything to deal with water and sewer. So I don't think we should take any money out of the water and sewer funds to pay for this. It would have to come out of cash on hand to be built for equipment repairs, something that wasn't budgeted for.
And I did talk with CLA on it, just to double check, to make sure we're hitting the right accounts, and this is basically what I like saying. So I did run it past John at CLA.
Is that with the electric and all that went out?
Well, so that's still, Brooks Tractor is the one, so John Deere, like Bruce Deere and Schnell does farm equipment and lawn equipment, but Brooks Tractor out of Green Bay does all that. So I'm still talking to them. I don't feel I should have to pay for a service call. I mean, I could see paying for parts, but they charge like $200-300 to come here to look at it, and then $200-300 to come here and fix it. So I'm talking to Brooks Tractor right now, saying I don't feel I should have to pay that. I'll pay for the parts and labor because obviously it needed to be done. So that still hasn't been decided yet. But I'm pretty disappointed when you spend that kind of money and you get it back in the first day you use it. It's really nothing. I mean, it was dead in the water. It was sitting in an alleyway. Didn't have any, it has 4 gears forward and backwards, nothing worked. And we were going to go tow it, and it sat for long enough for the electrical component to cool down. Started back up, got it in first gear, and got it back to the shop. So that's why we haven't done alleyways. That's why we haven't done any patching of roadways. I mean, that's our one piece of equipment.
When do you expect an answer back from Brooks on that?
Well, they just fixed it today, so I'll wait. I should have an answer back. I'll call them again tomorrow. I'll keep calling them and harassing them because it's not right, you know, for something that you should have caught at your shop.
Well, it's called testing.
Well, it's called testing, and like I said, it's not like we drove it for a week. We got it, went to an alleyway, was doing some leveling, grading, started doing that, and then quit. So they obviously didn't really
So,
test
but
it.
now it's up and working?
It's up
They
and
have it
working now.
Fixed now.
Today it got fixed, so obviously we haven't put it through a whole lot of use.
Right.
We did use it today for some of the cleanup down at Cedar Pond for the rocks and stuff, so we didn't have no issues with it so far, but like I said, it was just minor use today.
I'll introduce resolution 2023-08, authorizing and approving emergency repairs on municipal operations equipment.
I'll second it.
Resolution 2023-08 has been introduced by Stashik, second by Court. Authorizing approval of emergency repairs on municipal operations equipment. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Game?
Yep.
Zilliger? Yep. Stashik? Yep. Kelly?
Yep.
Court?
Present.
Ottenstein? Yep. Page?
Resolution 2023-08 has been passed. Discussion of possible action to rescind resolution 2023-06 approving the fire hose and ladder testing service agreement.
This was brought up at the committee of the whole in my report. we had passed this resolution at the last, board meeting. This really should have went through fire commission, but at the time, the fire commission hadn't been very active, and I had basically gave Kevin quite the wrong information. So at this point, it is getting pushed back to fire commission to look at. They're gonna address it next week at their meeting. So we need to rescind this resolution. So we're basically gonna take it back. So we need a motion to rescind the resolution.
I'll make a motion to rescind resolution 2023-06.
I'll second. Go ahead.
I'll second.
Motion by Kelly, second by Zuliger to rescind resolution 2023-06. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Discussion and possible action to approve the liquor license for Bonwell Bat and Ball Club.
The liquor license is in there. It has gone through background check with Eric. There's nothing that came back on any of the members. This is a 6-month license, for beer for the nonprofit Bat and Ball Club. It starts on the 12th, and then this week, and it'll go through the 12th.
I'll make a motion to approve the liquor license for the Bonneville Bat and Ball Club.
I'll second it.
Motion by Kelly, second by Hottenstein, to approve the liquor license for the Bonwell Bat and Ball Club. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Discussion and possible action on picnic liquor license for Tri-City Archery on behalf of batting for the Battle softball tournament.
This is a temporary Class B picnic license for the Batting for the Battle, which is an annual event. Tri-County Archery League is the bona fide club. This is a weekend event. It is a beer license, a temporary beer. So this has also gone through the background check and has come back good. So this will be new, it's just for the weekend of the 6th through the 11th.
I'll make a motion to approve the picnic liquor license for Tri-City Archery.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Hottenstein, second by Court, to approve the liquor license for Tri-City Archery. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Discussion and review of Bonwell Municipal Code, Section 2-83, ethical standards and regulations.
This is part of our municipal code. Basically, every May, June, we are supposed to review our ethics and standard regulations. So a copy of our ethical standards and regulations is included in there. If you guys would like, we could watch the video. Otherwise, I can bring it to the next meeting too, if you want to watch the wonderful
I mean-
ethics video.
We've all been through it, haven't we? The video is nice.
But
The production
otherwise,
value
I
is
think
a
you
little
guys just need to refresh your memory on the ethics and know what's right. If you have any questions, let me know. Can I ask Ashley or?
The video.
Oh, it is from the league from about 1963. I don't know. It's horrid.
So do we want to watch it and laugh?
No, it's horrid. I'll send it to you.
Send it to me because I would be interested to see.
It's horrible. It's like really bad acting.
I'll send to Klaus the safety forklift driver. Put him through that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I think we all watched it already.
Yeah.
So that's just sharing with you guys to remember to look at that and be ethical.
Let's do L1 unfinished business. Discussion and possible action on appointments to boards, commissions, and committees. Whistle said he'd do it again.
Okay,
I haven't got a hold of, well, Doug hasn't gotten back to me. Or I haven't seen him outside yet. The Fire Commission hasn't taken care of it either, so.
are you appointing yourself?
Yes, I'll appoint myself on that.
So we would just need a motion then to appoint Lyle for zoning and Russ for fire.
I'll make a motion to to appoint Lyle for zoning and Russ for the fire commission.
I'll second it.
Motion by Hoppenstein, second by Zuger. To appoint Lyle Whistle again for boards and commissions, and Russ, myself for the fire commission. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Closed session.
Allowed to do that?
Couple minutes.
Okay. I just wanted to know if anything's going to be done with the signage coming into Bondwell from 47 and then 29, those big gateway to the whatever. Is anything being done with them? The last time I talked to Todd, he said that one by North Country was getting moved out closer to the road because nobody could really see it back where it is, unless you know it's there. And are they gonna be repainted or re-signage or anything going on with that?
This is what we're doing. We have a sign coming. It was supposed to be in place already. A lit up sign that's gonna be on Expressway across on the east side of 117. That lit up sign that welcome the, doesn't say welcome. It doesn't say industrial park. So we're gonna have that sign, and once we get them signs up, the plan is to continue to put signs up because they're expensive and a lot of other things going. You just can't throw up a sign on State Highway 117. So we changed the gateway to recreation. I shouldn't say we, the board changed the gateway to recreation. Approved a new logo. That's going on a new sign. The old signs, once we get the new sign up, we'll start taking down the old signs and replacing them as we have funds to do so.
Are they going in the same location?
No. So like coming into the village of Bondwell from 117, you have one on the Amish farm, you have one on North Country Homes, and you have one on the hill. That's hard to see on Highway 29. We're gonna take them all down, them three. We're gonna leave the one. It's gonna be like a monument sign that's 15-foot wide right there on the east side of 117. If you drive over there, you'll see an orange tarp laying on the ground right now, and an electrical box. So that will take coming into the village from the south. And then as we get money, the plan commission had a plan to replace some signs in the next 5 years. So we are going to replace them. We're not going to repaint the old logo and put that sign back up. We'll put something else up. We're looking at other ideas, and maybe I got to talk to the DNR and the DOT to see if we can hang like a welcome to Bondwell on a trestle as you come into town. So maybe as you come in, headed south, that you'll see that. But that takes a lot of approval because you got to get approval from the DOT. The DNR owns that trestle along with the Railroad Department of Revenue. So it's just like when that trestle got put back up, we had no say. We didn't even know about it until they showed up one day and put up signs and said, "Hey, road's going to be closed for 2 months." Well, what about fire department and EMS? Maybe we should give us heads up. But I got to talk to them and get approval from them, and the sign that we put up there would be similar to what is out by that lumberyard sign. It would be, I'm not going to say plywood, but a flat painted sign with maybe some solar LED lights, because I'm not going to be able to run the power up there. So we are looking at it. We're supposed to have our other sign up first week of April, but manufacturing has been behind and stuff like that. And we are putting up, like at the 4 intersections to town, the DOT is putting up, like at least the village of Bondwell sign, because right now we have none on all 4 major roads that come into the village. There's no sign up there that says Bondwell and population. So the DOT is doing the ones on 117, which you probably see in the fall. We just got the signs back that we ordered to put up on BE coming into town, so then we'll get put up. We're trying to do a better job of signage and, identifying ourselves to, hey, we're Bondwell.
Right.
Closed session. Move the closed session to update the pay scale for existing officers and newly hired officers. Pursuant to Wisconsin State Statutes, Chapter 19, General Duties of the Public Officials, Subchapter V, 19.85, exemptions. Considering employment, promotions, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over the government governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility. At the end of the closed session, the board will reconvene to open session.
I'll make a motion that we go into closed session inviting Michelle Marashik, Jesse Rankin, Chief Kraus, and Ashley Lee Hockey for approximately 5 minutes.
I'll second it.
Motion by Kelly, second by Hoppenstein to move into closed session for approximately 5 minutes, inviting Ashley Lee Hockey, Chief Eric Kraus, Jesse Rankin, and Michelle Marashik. Roll call.
Ottenstein.
Aye.
Zuliger.
Aye.
Gain.
Yeah.
Page.
Yep.
Stashik. Yep. Port.
Aye.
Kelly.
Aye.
Move into closed session at 6:29.